Lesson 24, The Laughing King. My dear children, this lesson consists of 4 scenes. I will be explaining the lesson in 2 parts. Part 1 will consist of scene 1 and 2, and part 2 we will have scene 3 and 4. So let's begin with our lesson. Scene 1. King Leonard is taking a walk in his garden. Leonard: what a bright sunny morning! How colorful my garden looks! Ah, how sweet the flowers smell! Now, who is that hurrying here? Isn't it Griselda the witch? Now in this paragraph we see King Leonard was taking a walk in his garden, and he is happy that the day is sunny and bright. As he walks in his garden, he appreciates the colorful flowers and the sweet smell, the fragrance of these flowers. And as he is walking in his garden, he sees someone hurrying up towards him, and he guesses that it must be Griselda the witch. Griselda is seen walking in hurriedly. Of course it is. Why this haste and hurry? Oh, there she slips and falls into, ha, the puddle. Ha, how muddy her face is. How wet her clothes are. Now the king was right in guessing that it was Griselda the witch, and she was in a mighty haste. And as the king thought to himself, why is she in so much of a haste and hurry? The witch slipped and fell into a puddle. Now, the meaning of the word puddle is a small hole on the ground filled with dirty or muddy water. Now, the witch fell into the puddle, and her face was muddy. Her clothes too got wet. Griselda scrambles out of the puddle and comes limping towards the king. Now the witch somehow manages to come out of the puddle. She limps and walks towards the king. Griselda, angrily shouting, "Shame on you, King Leonard! You laugh at my fall!" So the witch is very angry now because she has fallen down and someone, instead of helping her, is laughing. And so she says, "Shame on you, King Leonard! You are laughing at my fall?" Leonard, ha. The king continues to laugh. Griselda, "If you like laughing so much, may you laugh all the time. Tsang mang shang." Now the witch was very angry on what the king did. He was laughing on her fall, and so in anger she casts her spell on the king, saying, "Tsang mang shang." Leonard, ha. Witch Griselda sits under a tree, frowning at the laughing king and wiping off the mud from her body. So there we have Griselda, who is angry. She has cast her spell on the king, and she sits under the tree wiping off the mud from her body. Scene 2. The palace. In scene 1 we had the king walking in his garden, and now scene 2 speaks about what happened in the palace. The king enters still laughing. The queen, who has been looking for the king, comes to him with a plate full of cakes. Now here we have the king entering, and he's still laughing, and the queen, who has been looking out for this king because she had made delicious cakes, and with a plate full of them, she comes in search of the king. Queen, handing him the plate, "Won't you taste these special cakes I baked for you?" By the way, why are you laughing? What's funny, dear? Won't you tell me? The queen is asking the king as she hands over the plate of cake to him that she had baked with love, and it was really special and tasty. And the queen goes ahead to ask the king why he was laughing, because he was laughing continuously. And so she says, "What's funny? Please tell me, won't you tell me?" Leonard, ha ha. The king continues to laugh, but he doesn't give any explanation to why he is laughing. Queen, getting annoyed. "Stop laughing, dear. You will drop the plate. You won't stop." So the queen is getting angry again. Annoyed means feeling angry. And she says, "Please stop laughing. Otherwise you will drop the plate." The plate falls from the king's hand. "Oh no, you have broken one of my best plates and dropped my special cakes. Pooh, hoo, hoo." So the queen is very, very upset. The king, who was laughing all the time, has broken one of the best plates that the queen had, and also the special cakes that she had made, and she starts crying. Leonard, ha ha ha. Princess Cynthia comes and sees her father laugh and her mother cry. So at this time, the princess, that is the king's daughter Cynthia, comes in and she sees her father laughing and her mother crying. Cynthia, "Father, we can hear you laugh all over the place. But why are you laughing? And that too when mother's crying over her broken plate?" So Cynthia goes to ask her father the reason for the laughter. And she says that the father's laugh could be heard all around the palace. So he's laughing very loudly. And she too questions him as to why he is laughing. And she also makes a point that the king was laughing when mother was crying over the broken plate. So again the king is doing something which is annoying another person. An action which should not be done at that time. Leonard, unable to control himself, ha ha hoo hoo. So again, instead of his daughter asking him and expressing her view that mother is crying and you are laughing, still the king does not explain anything about the reason to why he is laughing. Cynthia, consoling her mother, "Never mind, Mama, I'll pick up the broken pieces and try to mend the plate." Starts collecting the pieces. "Oh, I've cut my finger." So as Cynthia consoles her mother and she tells her that I'll pick up the broken pieces of the plate and I will try to mend them. Mend them means make them proper. And as she was picking up the broken pieces, she gets a cut on her finger. Leonard, laughing louder, ha ha ha, ho ho ho. Cynthia, staring at her father angrily, "Father, how can you laugh even when I've cut my finger?" Boo hoo hoo. Leonard. Now, Cynthia, the princess, is also angry and she asks her father that "I've got a cut on my finger and still you are laughing. How can you do it to me?" Now the king, Leonard, "Ho ho ho. I should stop laughing. He he he. But I cannot. Ha ha ha. Let me go and consult my council of wise men. Hoo hoo hoo. Ha ha ha. They'll know what to do." So now here the king knows that it is wrong to laugh at the wrong time. And so he tells his daughter that I should stop, but I cannot. And so I'm going to consult, that is, seek the advice. Consult means to ask advice to someone. So he is going to ask advice to his council of wise men, men who are full of wisdom. And so he also knows that he has to find a solution to this laughter. and he is sure that the wise men will help him out. With this, we come to the end of scene 2. Thank you.